How is everyone doing? This is Joe with Ohio Woodburner, and guys, I have been building up to this day here for a while. We've had a major project on the books at our wood yard, and we had to keep postponing it because of the weather, but man, it is 50 degrees and sunshiny here in Northeast Ohio. I want to introduce everyone out there to Bob Nelson of Metsa Machines, Merrill, Wisconsin, right?
Yes, sir.
They've come all the way down here to Northeast Ohio, the Mahoning Valley, and we got some big upgrades going on here at the Woodyard. We are going to be doing some upgrades to the 365 Pro. Bob and Metsa Machines will be leaving behind a live deck for me to experiment with, and also a Japa 315. And we're going to be talking more about this machine later. But, you know, we have a lot of things going on here. You've brought down some items that you're going to be updating the 365 with, right?
Yeah. So when you first got your 365, you had the short conveyor on it, the 2.3 meter, 7.5 foot. And as you noticed, kind of outgrew that because when you split with 6 or 8 way, it kind of crowds it pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And it's not really that long. So we brought down the 14-foot pivoting outfeed conveyor.
14 foot.
Yeah, with the mechanical pivot on it. And another exciting piece, the prototype Grizzly bars from Japa.
Really?
Joe has the first set in the world.
First set in the world, guys,
and
here
he
at
gets
Ohio
to critique
Woodburner.
them. Yes, Japa has actually sent him the 471 timber rack, which is being set up behind us right now. And he's going to give us our thoughts on that. And we're also going to leave this Japa 315 with him to show this machine and its capabilities and what this is all about. It's really great to be here with Joe today. I was down here personally to deliver the machine when he first got it, and we've been watching his videos, watching his channel grow. It's wholesome entertainment, and we're really happy to be a part of it. Japa's really happy to be a part of it, and we're looking forward to what we can do in the future together.
I really attribute a lot of our success to Japa, the 365, and of course you. I think, and if you've been with this channel here for a while, you've heard me talk about how important a dealer is, and you know, Bob and Metsa Machines has set the bar. One of the commitments that I have to everyone on the channel is that, you know, and we have discussed this, honesty is number one here.
Yeah.
And if something's a turkey, I'm going to say so. But if, you know, if it breaks or if it's got an issue, we're going to discuss it. So all of that is understood at the very beginning, and the same thing goes with everything else that you're going to be seeing here today, guys. So I tell you what, it's a little windy out, but let's go ahead and just do a real quick walk around and show everyone what we're doing to the machine.
Sure.
Metsa Machines is in Merrill, Wisconsin,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yep.
So Bob and his employee Kent down here, they've trucked all of these things in on their trailer, and they're going to be spending a couple days here with all of this, all the stuff going on. So tell us, what's on the menu for the Japa 365 and why are we doing it?
Yeah, so we're going to change out this conveyor. Obviously we know that's already a big upgrade, so that's why we're doing that. We are putting a hydraulic oil cooler on it as well, and that's going to be especially important now because before you were using a log lifter, you had a little bit more time between logs, so you weren't going to overheat the oil or anything like that. But now you're going to be able to kind of fly through log after log, and that's going to mean more cycles on the chainsaw, more cycles on the splitter, and all of the current 365 Pro and basic models are going to come with the oil cooler on them now anyway. So one of the other things we did was we upgraded the muffler because there was a time where we couldn't get the Honda mufflers, and we took care of that today. We put the Honda muffler on. It's a lot quieter. We don't have that issue anymore with the back order situation, but that's something that Joe really wanted. When I was talking to Joe on the phone about all these things that we're bringing down, this 2-chain rack and you know, the bigger conveyor and the 315 to try out, the thing he was most excited about was the muffler.
So there's this thing, you know, where something is right underneath your nose, and you just don't notice it. But my gosh, this engine had the most unpleasant note about it. It was just a popping tin can. And I knew from the Dyna that I used to have, it had the same engine, but it was so quiet and pleasant to listen to. Well, and then Bob tells me about the muffler thing.
Yep.
So hey, we got a new muffler, and man, it is noticeably quieter, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we should have had a decibel meter or something.
Yeah,
It sounds a lot better now.
Yeah.
Heat is a problem then, right?
Yep.
And it is because the live deck is going to make the machine work even faster, and that generates more heat. So we're installing the cooler
Yep.
to it. All right. And when I bought this machine, guys, this was at the time only the third in production in the United States. So since then, they've done some upgrades, right, and some changes.
Yep.
And now is just a good time to do that here for us. I am gabbing too much. Bob, you got to get back to work. We're running out of daylight here, so I'm going to go do what I do best and sit out of your way. And let you get, and then we're going to keep you guys up to date here as we get this work done. All right, here we go. This is where having a plan, you know, none of this could have taken place without having a front end loader. So we're even using it a lot to move the stuff around, the arms and the chains. So, you know, this is all part of the plan. I'm just excited to see that it's all starting to come together. You know, and again, this is all a temporary spot right here, guys. The master plan is to have all of this way back here in the back 40. And I'll be able to move all this at an appropriate time when the ground firms up. But that's why we're trying to keep everything close to the pavement right now. Bob, this has been a very productive and busy 2 days.
It has.
I tell you what, can we show our subscribers what we did here in these 2 days?
Absolutely. So the 365 Pro Road version that you had the short conveyor. Now we put the long conveyor on it, so we've got the 14-foot outfeed conveyor on it. We've got the power 2-chain rack, the Japa 471 rack. And what we did with yours is we widened it a little bit because as it shifts from the factory, this is a little bit narrower. In your case, you're going to be running, 10 to 16 foot long logs, so this will be a good setup for you. Got the extra bar here in case logs want to do the tipping action. They'll get caught right there instead of tipping off the rack. So on the back side of the machine, you'll see that we upgraded by putting on a hydraulic oil cooler, which is going to be nice. The added production that you're going to get from the log rack. Now we've got a thermostatically controlled 12-volt powered fan. The blue blade in there is nice because you'll be able to see when the blade is stopped and when it's running to make sure everything's good there. And also with this longer conveyor, since we get the Grizzly bars, we actually put a conveyor speed control on here as well. So now you'll be able to slow down, fine tune the speed of your conveyor. Grizzly bars, prototype from Japa. Joe's got the first set.
In the whole world.
Yep, gonna give some feedback on them. See if the spacing and everything makes sense, if the adjustments and all, but they look great.
And the part that I'm most excited about,
the muffler.
the muffler. When the live deck was put on, guys, there's a lot of hydraulic motors on here, on the separator, on the, what do you call these things? The drives?
Yeah, the hourglass rollers.
So it took all the fluid, from the tank to fill up all these lines and motors. So we had to fill about another 2 gallons of number 46 hydraulic fluid to bring it back up to level.
Yep.
So we're looking good here, Bob.
Yeah.
What do you say we give it a test drive?
We start it up.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right, here we go, guys. Guys, that was a fun 2 days here at the Woodyard. I want to thank Bob Nelson and his employee Kent for coming down all the way from Wisconsin to do some of the neat things that you saw here with our Japa 365, the live deck, the Japa 315,
Yep.
Our new outfeed, the oil cooler. And it's getting late in the evening and I'm freezing to death. Bob's been doing all the work, so he's in shirt sleeves. I've just been sitting off to the side pointing, something that I'm really good at.
We're pretty excited to see what you come up with.
Yeah, so everything that we're doing is just putting us at a new level,
Absolutely.
for production. Please have a safe trip back to Wisconsin. And you are always welcome here at Ohio Woodwork.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Sometime we'll have to have you come up to our yard.
Oh, I love that.
See all the machines.
That sounds like a nice trip to take in the summertime.
Yes.
I want to thank everyone for watching. It has just been a blast here at the Woodyard, and thanks again to Metsa Machines. I'm going to put the link to their website in the description. Please check out his website. They got a lot of cool things for sale with Metsa, but all of your Japa processors and all the supporting equipment. He is the importer and dealer for everything Japa here in the United States. So everyone, thanks for watching. If you haven't liked, please hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe. We post videos every Wednesday and Sunday. And I hope that everyone has, this is where you put your thumb up,
Okay.
a great day.